Cup Series qualifying has officially concluded from Pocono Raceway, and Ty Gibbs has won his second pole of 2024. What's going on, guys? It's Daniel, and welcome back to our video. As I just said a second ago, Cup Series qualifying has officially concluded from Pocono, and Ty Gibbs has won his second pole of 2024. This also is his second career Cup Series pole as well. Ty Gibbs this year has been very solid, and he continues to be very impressive in the 2024 year. He's had pace and speed to win a lot of races as of recently. I go back to Chicago last week, where he had a car capable of winning. And historically, he's been really great at this racetrack, and I think he's going to have a good chance and opportunity to get it done tomorrow. He also had some very good long-run speed as well, which I think is really going to help him out tomorrow. You know, remember a couple years ago, he made his debut in substitution for Kurt Busch. He was able to do a solid job in his debut in that race, and I think with how good he's been at Pocono historically, not just in Cup, but Xfinity as well, I think he's going to have a really strong chance and a good opportunity to get it done tomorrow. Great pace and speed, had really good long-run speed as well. I think Ty Gibbs is going to have a really good chance and opportunity to get it done tomorrow afternoon. So nonetheless, congratulations to Ty Gibbs on winning his second pole, I should say, of 2024. So now we're going to take a look at the top 10 starters, and then we'll go through the rest of the drivers that notably did not make the final round. So Ty Gibbs wins the pole. William Byron qualifies second. Man, just missed it by a little bit. This team has been very inconsistent, but they have been qualifying pretty solid so far this year. I think William Byron's going to have a good chance and opportunity to win tomorrow. He's been historically really great at this track. He had one of the fastest cars in practice earlier. He's got a good chance to win the Xfinity Series race later today as well. William Byron will have a good chance and opportunity, as he'll be starting on the front row in second place. Mark Truex Jr. qualifies third. Man, when I thought Truex, when he had that lap, I was really worried because of how fast usually the second round is. I thought Truex is going to be done for, but really impressive the speed that Truex has shown. He was another driver that had really good speed on the long run as well in practice. I think that Mark Truex Jr. will be up front contending for the win. He's still looking for his first win of the year. I think he's going to have a good chance to get it done tomorrow afternoon. Josh Berry qualifies fourth. He outperformed all the SHR drivers in qualifying. It's proof that having Rodney Chose is really going to help a team like Spire going to next year, because Josh Berry does an exceptional job. Remember, Kevin Harvick was really good here last year, had a really good chance and opportunity to go to victory lane, was in that lead gaggle at the end of the race. He'll be starting fourth. Very impressive the speed that Josh Berry's been showing. I know he kind of struggled last week in Chicago, but really impressive the speed that Josh Berry showed in qualifying today. Denny Hamlin will start fifth and qualifies fifth. Solid speed for Denny. We know Denny's always really good historically at this track. I think he's going to have a good chance and opportunity to get his 8th win ever. He's looking, I think, also for his 55th career Cup win. He had pretty good speed, really good fall off especially. Good for Hamlin. He'll be starting 5th tomorrow afternoon. Alex Bowman qualifies 6th. Good speed for Alex Bowman. Been getting better, I'll tell you. I thought he was going to have a chance and opportunity to win the pole, and he certainly had good speed in practice. Turning it around, won last week at Chicago. I think he's going to have a good chance and opportunity to win tomorrow. He's looking for his second ever win at Pocono. He won that race in 2021 when Kyle Larson had the flat tire. He'll be starting 6th. Great speed for Alex Bowman. Ryan Blaney qualifies 7th. Man, I've been a little bit critical of Penske's speed on the bigger ovals, but they're starting to show a little bit more bigger speed on the bigger ovals. Great job for Blaney. He'll start in 7th. Joey Logano qualifies 8th. Last year at this track, it was not a great run for Joey Logano. He had those issues. He had the issues of the tow truck, and he still came back and didn't run great, but he's doing a good job today. He'll be starting 8th tomorrow. Good job for Joey Logano. Tyler Reddick will start 9th. Tyler Reddick, I think, has the car capable of winning. I know he didn't qualify as good as he was probably hoping, but the 2311 racing cars do look pretty good. He'll be starting 9th. Good job for Tyler Reddick in 9th. And Zane Smith qualifies 10th. I don't know what they've done in that 71 car the last couple weeks, but they got a top 20 at Chicago. They, of course, got that runner-up finish in Nashville, and they're starting in the top 10. First time I think Zane Smith's ever started in the top 10 in a Cup Series race. Really impressive the speed that Zane Smith's shown. He's got a lot of speed. Obviously, still probably looking for a job going to next year. Shane Van Gisbergen likely getting the 3rd trackhouse seat. This is really, really impressive, and it's going to give a ton of confidence for Zane Smith going into the rest of the season. So those are the top 10 starters. Let's talk about some notable drivers. There's quite a few notable drivers that did not make the final round. Kyle Larson. Kyle Larson historically has been really, really good and just missed out of getting the final round by 28 1,000. I think he's starting in 12th tomorrow because remember the guys in Group A, they start on the outside. Kyle Larson, I think, will have a chance and opportunity to win. He's been historically really good at Pocono. I expect him to get up front, but he'll be starting a little bit farther back. Chase Elliott also just missed out. I think he's starting in 11th. Really good speed for Elliott. In practice, unfortunately, the long run speed wasn't there. They just missed out the final round by a couple 1,000s. They'll be starting a little bit farther back. Same with Christopher Bell. Christopher Bell was my pick coming into this weekend to win. And it doesn't seem like that 20 car has the pace or speed that his teammates have, which is a little bit surprising because I think Bell has been the strongest Joe Gibbs Racing driver the last 4 or 5 weeks. I think he'll have a chance to get up there. Bubba Wallace, he's starting 27th. He had a little bit of a mistake in qualifying, unfortunately. I do think that he's going to have a chance and opportunity to get up there and contend for the win. I think Bubba's going to have the pace or speed to be up front. Carson Osbar, another driver, had really good speed in practice. I think he had top 10 pace. I think Carson Osbar will have a chance for a top 10 at least. He's been solid at Pocono in the past. I think Carson will be able to get up front and have a very solid performance. Kyle Busch, once again, unfortunately, did not qualify very, very well today. He qualified okay. I think he's starting around the top 20. But, man, this 18 really just needs to turn the corner. I don't think they're going to rear because they were complaining about something in the trans axle maybe being broken. I don't think they're going to the rear of the field. They're going to be starting around 20th. This team had a top 10 run last week, which is really good. Hopefully they can get it turned around, can get it turned the corner, and see if Kyle Busch can go out there and maybe contend for a win, though I don't think they have the pace or speed to do it. And then, of course, he had some other drivers like Michael McDowell, Todd Gillen, who kind of qualified a little bit farther back. Austin Dillon qualified okay in this for today's race, and there's a lot of drivers that shockingly did not make the final round of qualifying. So that is qualifying. What are the drivers to watch out for tomorrow? Well, obviously, I think the Toyotas, they look absolutely the strongest right now. Hamlin looks fast. Truex looks fast. Gibbs looks fast. Bubba Wallace looks fast. Tyler Reddick has good pace or speed. I think it's going to be Toyota versus Chevrolet for the race. I think Kyle Larson will be up there. He had good long run speed especially. I do think it's going to be Hendrick versus Gibbs and also 2311 Racing up there as well. I think if you want a sleeper pick, I would look at Josh Berry because the 4 cars had some good pace. But I think those drivers will be up front in the Cup Series race tomorrow afternoon. Going to be very intriguing, going to be tricky turns. We had a couple cars spinning out as guys making mistakes in qualifying. I do think that there's going to be a lot of drivers moving up front and drivers that are up front probably falling a little bit farther to the back of the field. So that is going to be a reaction to Cup Series qualifying at Pocono. I want to thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel, notifications on, so if I win a video, it does go live on my channel. Follow me Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, and support on Patreon as well. Let's go below that and comment your thoughts below on today's video. What are your thoughts about Cup Series qualifying? Let me know below. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And congratulate Ty Gibbs on winning his second pole of 2024. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Later today on the channel, we're going to have reactions to the NASCAR Xfinity Series race at Pocono. If SVG doesn't win the race, which likely won't happen because he hasn't been as great at ovals, we'll have a Shane Van Gisbergen video dropping. Sunday, we're going to have the starting lineup video of coming out tomorrow. And we're also going to have the NASCAR Cup Series race review from Pocono. And then on Monday, we're going to have a NASCAR news. We discussed news over the course of the last couple of days. We got some Haley Deegan rumors to talk about, some Bubba Wallace stuff to talk about as well. We might talk about guys like Carl Lewis, Kurt Busch as well tomorrow in the video. Got a ton of great content dropping over the course of the next couple days that I cannot wait for you guys to check out. So anyways, like I said, I want to thank you guys for watching today's episode, and I'll see you guys next time for more great, awesome NASCAR content and other motorsports content on the channel like this. Take care, everybody.